Retro Classics, available on Xbox and PC. Released May of 2025. It is not actually available to buy, it is only available through the Microsoft Game Pass subscription. At the time of this recording, Retro Classics is a collection of 50 games, including games from the Atari 2600, DOS PC, Amiga, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation 1. And yes, there is something very surreal about playing a Super Nintendo or PlayStation 1 game on an Xbox. At the moment, the majority of this collection is Atari 2600 games. This is highly similar to Nintendo's Switch Online offerings, as it is a collection of retro games that is not available to buy, but rather is simply included with your subscription. And like Nintendo Switch Online, there are also periodic challenges. These challenges give you points. You can then exchange them to make your avatar fancier. And this is included in all tiers of Game Pass, from the cheapest at $10 a month, to the ultimate version at $20 a month. And this collection will supposedly be expanded over time, though exactly by how much and how often it is to be expanded, we don't know yet. Most of what's on offer here comes from Activision, meaning that many of the 2600 games that are on offer here are ones not found in most other 2600 collections. And in case anyone is unaware, Activision did make some of the finest 2600 games that ever hit the market, and it is wonderful to see them represented in this collection. What actually brought my attention to this collection was a news article saying that MechWarrior 1 and 2 were available in Retro Classics. And technically speaking, that's true. Unfortunately, the versions that are on offer here are the Super Nintendo version of MechWarrior 1, being the only Super Nintendo game in this collection, and the PlayStation 1 version of MechWarrior 2, again being the only PlayStation 1 game available in this collection, at least at the time of this recording. And truthfully, these versions aren't entirely bad, especially when you consider the limitations of the platforms they were originally made for. But I went in hoping to see the PC version of MechWarrior 2, and that simply isn't what's on offer here. And a lot of what is on offer here I think serves as mostly a curiosity to the modern gamer. As I remember playing the 2600, and I'm very happy to see a lot of these Activision games here. But would a teenager care about any of these 2600 games? I am also disappointed with the Amiga games that are here, as all of them are point-and-click adventure games, which are fine as they scratch a very particular itch, but the Amiga had some truly great shoot-'em-ups and platformers, none of which are available on here, at least not yet. And I sincerely hope the promises of expanding the library here will fix that. So is Retro Classics worth your time and money? Well, if you're already subscribed to a tier of Game Pass for one reason or another, then yeah, you should go ahead and check this out. But Retro Classics is not strong enough on its own to be a reason to get Game Pass. At least, not at the moment. We do need to see how the promises of expansion actually play out, or if they happen at all. So yes, if you have Game Pass, absolutely check out Retro Classics, because there are some great games on offer here that are a little hard to find other places. But if you're going to subscribe to Game Pass just to play Retro Classics, there's better ways you could spend that money, even at the basic $10 tier. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.